Life for so many feels like it's on hold. But helplessness and uncertainty have haunted Nic Talbott for the past 3 years. This rural farm in Ohio is not where he expected to be living.
It was like my entire future had just been taken away in one moment over social media for no good reason.
That moment was a tweet by President Trump in July 2017, stating that transgender people would no longer be allowed to serve in the US military, including Nic.
This ban treats transgender people as lesser people. This ban implies that we are not as worthy, we are not as capable, and none of that is true at all. So this one was taken during a weekend field training exercise.
At the time of the tweet, Nic was planning a future serving his country. When his president took that future away, Nic decided to fight in court. Trump's policy was delayed, but not defeated.
This has been an absolute roller coaster for me, emotionally, physically, in my personal life. There are just so many unknowns.
Tell me about your reaction when you found out that Biden had won.
It was like a huge sigh of relief for me.
I'm proud of the coalition we put together, the broadest and most diverse coalition in history. Gay, straight, transgender, white, Latino, Asian.
Joe Biden has promised to allow transgender people to serve openly in the military and increase protections for the LGBTQ community.
Discrimination is still rampant in this country, and LGBTQ people, particularly transgender and gender nonconforming people, are often the targets of that. I don't think it is going to take long at all for people to feel the effect of an administration that actually cares about all Americans.
But Biden's ambitions could be derailed by 2 upcoming elections that will determine which party controls the Senate. The House has already passed legislation that would make any kind of discrimination against the LGBTQ community illegal. But Republican Senate leaders stopped the bill from progressing any further. Biden has said that passing the Equality Act would be a priority in his first 100 days in office. But he needs the Senate on side, and if Republicans hold the power, they may be reluctant to support a law that could anger many deeply religious Americans. Without blanket legislation condemning discrimination against the LGBTQ community, the courts have to decide whose rights are most at risk. And thanks to President Trump, the top court in the country has a much more conservative lineup.
I think that when the Biden administration makes its policies, it's going to have to be aware that there's a judiciary that has a very broad view of what the free exercise of religion means. And so if they do certain things, they would have to worry that their decisions would be overridden by the courts.
But possible battles in the courts or Congress will not dampen Nic's dreams.
I'm really hoping that with the new presidency, we can finally get some solid answers and I can finally start to move on and be a real adult.
He hopes he won't have to wait too long. Becky Cottrell, Sky News, Lisbon, Ohio.